And we're back. After a unexpected and unintended detour into the Sunset Sarsaparilla factory, Cal, Boone, and Veronica find themselves just outside of the neon-drenched streets of New Vegas, headed off just to the west to hunt down Cal's first official contract for Randall and Associates, a Tom Quigley, an ex-NCR Ranger sniper, doesn't really matter, who had, in his downtime, taken to indiscriminately killing people. So Cal has been tasked to put an end to his reign of terror and start making a name for himself as a bounty hunter. Okay. I get where you're coming from with your little intervention back there, and I will do my best to, in the future, minimize any potential detours and distractions. I cannot promise that will be successful. That is a tall order. But I promise I will try to do better. And in my defense, look at that thing. It's a massive bottle of Sunset Sarsaparilla. How could one not pass that up? Like, if you walk past that and didn't go in and visit, like, you're just living life wrong. But your points are noted. Additionally, alright, let's get our bearings. Where are we? We are east of where Randall directed us to. Okay, great. And it's like 12:30 in the morning. Yeah, I could do with a little caffeine. Let's do some sarsaparilla. I'll do one more. Because why not? And boop, boop, boop. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Don't exactly remember where I got this, but I have it and have a bunch of ammo for it. And I figure we are going into the lion's den, metaphorically speaking. Apparently Boone does not like these people. Good to know. And I want something halfway decent to contend with Mr. Quigley. It also comes to mind that we are currently sneaking with no cover in the middle of the road. And they must be very unobservant to have not noticed. All the better for us. Okay. Just... oh, we got two of them there at least. Okey-doke. Well, I don't really want to get into a gunfight with random people. Apparently they want to do that with me, though. Maybe? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not the person I was aiming at. Cool. Oh. There's a guy with a flamethrower. So let's not.
Can't run from me.
Ow. I do not like fire. Oop. Okay. Well, he was a tough one. We all got a little singed, but we came through relatively unharmed. Cook. Well, isn't that a surprise? Cook, you was a contract from Daughtry? Right? The major back at McCarran, right? Alright, cool. Well, we just accidentally took care of one contract. If you're squeamish with blood, I'd turn away now. Because... yeah. The major wants his head. So, it's a good thing we didn't blow that off. And of course, no bedrolls. Probably jacked up on chems or something. Whatever. Not one to judge. Gotta live your life however you want to live it. As long as it does not affect the ability of another to live theirs. Fiend stew. Can't say that's particularly interesting, but the massive amount of food most certainly is. Oh, can do some cooking. Let's do ramen steak. We'll cook that up. And gecko steak, sure, why not? I don't really want to... yeah, that's pretty useful. Alright. Pardon us, you benevolent bovines. Oh, it's happening again. What is that mysterious smoke? Okay, guys, I know I said I wouldn't detour, but in fairness, it's not too far out of the way. What do we got? Oh, it's just radioactive something. Cool. Mystery solved. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how open this is. Because he could be anywhere in these hills, just waiting to shoot us. Just not something I am particularly keen or fond of. Let's be careful here. Alright. I am not seeing anything outside of rock and hillside. Maybe he's moved on? Nope. I spoke too soon. The damn fool went and built a campfire on a hill for all to see. I don't know what he's thinking. He's just... Well... there's a bunch of geckos. Well, guys, that's one mystery solved. We found out, presumably, where this Quigley fella is. And apparently he's got some quarrel with the local fauna. All the better for us. Is that sarsaparilla bad? I feel like I'm I'm going to chalk it up to I am very, very tired and am basically only subsisting on caffeine at this moment to stay awake. Works for me. And Mr. Quigley. Yeah, nice try. You should have thought twice about setting up shop on some random hill and setting a fire. Not what one would call an intelligent move. And I'll take that. That. Doesn't do me much good. But the hat I will commandeer. Ooh, and a duffel bag. What do you got? Yeah. I have a feeling I know what the note is going to be. But password, ID. Cool. Yep. Bunch of ramblings from a rotten mind. Boone appears to not be very adept at hills. Don't mind us, Boone. We were not talking about you behind your back. Right, Veronica. We were just going through the spoils. And no offense to your recon buddies and you, but beret, not particularly my style. This hat, however, yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, I look good. Oh my. Alright, what time is it, boys and girls? 3:24 in the morning. Well, perfect. Let's make our way to that motel, I guess. It's a bit of a ways off. But we've accomplished a lot tonight. I'm tired. And I kind of want to sleep. So, keep up. Because we ain't making pit stops tonight. Aside from the pit stops we've already made. Alright, Boone and Veronica. It is in sight. Place to rest our weary bones. Do not remember which one had the scorpions. I think it was that one, because it looks like the other ones are barricaded. I remember it on the ground level. So, I am not particularly fond of sleeping in a room with a bunch of dead scorpions. So, let us find a different room. They're not gonna mind. Okay. Well, we found him like this. We'll start there. And yeah. Well, that's not going to do him any good. And he can keep that. Well, you two get the fight over the bloodstained bed. Because That one is certainly not going to be mine. Yeah. Let's check some of the other rooms first before we cozy up in there. I don't know why these things are locked.
Hey! Can't run from me!
I mean, let's get this straight, Boone. He wasn't really running from you. He was about to run at you. Well, yeah, that one I can't really explain away as easily as the first one. He did pull a knife on us. Though, in fairness, I did pick the lock and just waltz on in. But, yeah, he's got Jet, yeah, bird. Yeah. Well, what a night. There's a chair, there's floors, there's the other rooms. Have fun. I'll see you in the morning. Or what'll likely be afternoon. Oh. Not the best bed I've slept on, but it's a far cry from the dirt road. So, let's have a bite to eat. That actually sounds pretty good. Some sarsaparilla to wash it down, because we are still pretty thirsty. Do we have water? We do. That's better. And, oh, interesting. Alright, well, about time. Well, okay. There's a lady down there. We are going to act casual. What a restful night. Nothing going on here. Just a bunch of friends traveling through the desert. Yeah. Alright. Let's pit stop here and turn in that contract for the Major Modern General, and we'll reassess our plans from there. Alrighty. Yes, it is I. You don't need to constantly point at me. Pointing is rather rude. I take it that you don't know where the Major is because you seem preoccupied with pointing. Which is rather useless for my needs right now. Is that him? Maybe? No. No, it is not. Well... Damn. Well, we're close enough. We're already one distraction deep. Let's find...
Hello.
I think it's you.
Yeah?
Well, I'm just passing through the area for a variety of reasons. Figured I would let you know that Cook is dead. Got his head actually right here in my bag, ready to turn in for a bounty.
You killed him? Well, shit. Here I'd dreamed up this whole elaborate revenge fantasy. Didn't really think I'd do it, but as long as the tubby bastard was actually alive, I could pretend like I would.
Didn't seem tubby to me.
Here, I owe you.
Rather thin.
Take it and get out of here. before I indulge my inner bitch and spoil the moment.
Damn. Fair. Cool. About that medical thing, though?
Yeah?
I still think you should go talk to someone about that whole trauma stuff.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm first recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
Well, a bruise and scrape is a little bit different than what happened. Just saying. I'll be back.
Yeah. Try not to get killed.
Patrolling
is-
the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Shush. That is the general plan. Ten of spades. Damn you. Ten of spades.
About time God was coming to him.
Yeah, it was, kind of strange. I just kind of accidentally wandered into his camp area. Yeah. Also, addendum to that, I'm trying to convince Corporal Betsy to see a doctor about that whole trauma stuff relating to Cook. I also, in context here with her right behind us, maybe not the best idea, but you know what? I can't be bothered.
Oh, but because of what that fuck Cook did? Well,
Yeah.
Well, it's not the same thing, but Doc Kusanagi helped me with my stuttering. The Doc has a clinic north of here. Can't miss it. You should talk to Bitterroot, too. He's been to see the Doc, too.
Oh, is that so? That's a little mean. She helped. Sure about that? I'll take that into advisement.
No problem. Yeah, I'll see you around.
LT, you got me running around all over the place here. And
Sounds like a running.
no, you are not who I wanted. Boone, use your recon powers and be like, to me, my brethren, to me.
Hello.
Corporal Ten of Spades. With the amount of personnel in this bloody base, it is a remarkably difficult thing to find who you need. Major. Well, that's one person we need. Major.
I see you're still alive, and that's promising. Any luck on that bounty?
Funny enough, I have news on a bounty, not the one I originally set out to take care of for you, though.
That right. You killed one of the psychopaths on my shit list.
Yep.
Let me see the scumbag's head. Yeah, that's Cook. Ugh, did he always smell like this, even before he was dead? And the fiends let this guy touch their food?
Sure.
Well,
I don't know.
this is payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. Think you can take down another one of these scumbags? Up to you. But I can trust you to do the job, and I'd hate to see you walk away.
Cook wasn't too bad, and that is the general plan. Seems like easy enough money.
That's the best damn thing I've heard all day. Finally, somebody around here with some goddamn ambition.
Well, the
There's
best
two
thing,
psycho bastards left.
Yeah.
Which one will it be?
best thing that I heard all day was the caps jingling into my coin purse. I think Violet was the original target.
Violet it is. Which-
Yeah, no, we've been over this, Major. Remind where I need to go.
Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them stays in any one place for long.
Good enough.
You've gone after the fiends before. I don't have to tell you to keep alert. Good luck.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Right.
Okay. Red Berets. I don't know. Boone, any tips? Suppose we could just convince her with, like, medical knowledge. Think we could read up a magazine? Maybe give it a try? Might work. Might be something useful to convince her. Yeah, that doesn't seem helpful. Who am I looking for? Bitterroot. Bitterroot.
Sounds like we're running
Oh,
Prim now.
hello.
I'd still rather take my leave at the Strip.
Cool story.
I'm Bitterroot, First Recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Yeah. So, we'll address all that later. I've got more pressing things to attend to. Predominantly, some weird impulse to try to get Corporal Betsy to see a doctor. 10 said that you've seen a Dr. Usanagi yourself.
Ten of Spades really ought to keep his mouth shut, but he's right. There are a lot of things in my past I just couldn't leave behind. It
Fair.
helped. A little.
Well,
Well, more than a little. Betsy ought to pay a visit to Usanagi since it can't hurt none.
cool. Well, I mean, that helps.
All right. Goodbye.
Might help in convincing her to actually seek assistance. I thought 10 said to... Oh, yeah. Well, for the sake of it, 10 of Spades didn't make mention of it.
We
Hello.
won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Yeah.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, First Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
So you're meaning to tell me you remember everyone who passed through here? Mighty impressive.
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place.
Cool. I have many things to chat with you about. Most notably, your assistance in convincing the corporal to see a doctor. But that gun is not like what your colleagues use.
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Fair enough. It's a nice gun. If you're ever willing to part with it, keep me in mind. Anyways, tangent and distraction aside, what I was more immediately wanting to talk to you about.
It's a pride thing with her, and totally unnecessary.
Yeah, I
mean,
get that.
look at me. I was Ranger Sterling until the Legion got through with me. I was bitter, but if I kept my mouth shut, the NCR would have discharged me and sent me home. Instead, I asked if there was still a place for me. Had to prove I could still handle a gun alongside all the recruits. Look at me now. First Recon and still going strong. You tell Betsy that.
Good on you. I will.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
You too. You're my favorite. Out of the motley crew of your unit. Excuse me, Bitterroot.
Sounds like we're running Prim now.
Corporal?
I'd still rather take my leave at the Strip.
Yeah.
Yeah?
All you people in the Strip. So, not to be super pushy or anything, but all of your friends did say that you should see this Dr. Usanagi. Apparently they've helped her. They have been helped a lot by her. That is what I meant to say.
This was none of their business. Or yours. You've got no right to talk to people behind my back about this.
Well, regardless, Ten of Spades says his stuttering has gotten better because of her.
He got better? If he says so. Anyway, Ten of Spades is a good kid. Maybe I ought to listen to him for once.
Yeah,
I'm
might be
guessing
good.
the other two had similar things to say.
Yep.
All right, consider me convinced. I'll go see Usanagi.
Good.
You can tell the lieutenant that I caved, and thanks.
Yeah, see? Not that difficult.
Yeah, try not to get killed.
So,
Well,
I don't know, I'm guessing you probably weren't paying much attention because you seem pretty engrossed in that sweet roll. But
What can I do for you?
Corporal is going to go see a Dr. Usanagi on the recommendations of the rest of your unit.
Yes, the others in the squad said you'd come to them about her. It's a start, but let's hope she sticks with her treatment as long as it's necessary. I'm afraid she'll ditch Usanagi early if she feels it's taking too long. She won't want to look bad in the eyes of the rest of 1st Recon. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Will do.
Carry on.
You know what I've come to realize, my friends? It's a never-ending cycle. You do one thing. You go back to the person, to let them know that you did the thing, and then they're like, cool, you did the thing. Now go out and do another